These days you can play simulators of basically everything. There are simulators about trucks, buses, shipyards, undergrounds, the ones about vacuum cleaners and goats for some reason. But there's one about farming that stands out from the rest of them. Let's take a look, partners, what makes Farming Simulator 15 so granny slapping good. First, let's start with the basics. Farming Simulator 15 is the 6th game in the popular series of farming sims. The developers from Giant Software prepared more of the same, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Once again, we take on the role of a farmer and we need to plant, harvest, breed. Generally, you do what a farmer would do. You grow crops, you harvest them, you get money, you buy new stuff, you grow crops, you harvest them. Well, you get the idea. There is no end game in Farming Simulator, and the only goals that you need to accomplish are the ones that you set for yourself. The game will be as time consuming as you want it to be, so here are a few reasons why would you want to play Farming Simulator 15. Number 1. You get to use the big machinery. Every kid used to love big machines, and in Farming Simulator you actually get to drive them on your own. It's fun to see how combine harvesters work on your own field, and if you want to drive the better ones, you actually need to earn it by taking proper care of your farm. The better you prosper, the cooler vehicles you can purchase. Oh, and did I mention that almost all of over 140 vehicles and tools are licensed? I can totally hear some people on cloud number 9 right now. Number 2. The game is well balanced in terms of difficulty. Simulators are usually pretty difficult to master, and that's why they scare away newbies that find the game interesting but don't have enough patience to learn all the tips and tricks. Farming Simulator 15 actually has a really nice balance that lets you simply enjoy the game while providing a reasonable challenge at the same time. If you want a more casual gameplay, you can choose to play at easy level and then you'll get more money for your work. Also, you don't need to take loans that often. However, if you feel like you want to have a hardcore farming experience, you can choose to play at hard difficulty level and get that huge feeling of satisfaction when you are finally able to afford a new vehicle that will make your fieldwork go much faster. Farming Simulator 13 focused only on farming, and there wasn't much you could do apart from that. However, the community gathered around the game really wanted to be able to add forestry to their daily chores. Giant Software listened to the fans, and along with the addition of a second region that might remind you of northern areas of Europe, you finally get to pick up a chainsaw and cut down the woods. Of course, it doesn't end there, since you need to take care of regrowing the forest. While it may be a much smaller part of Farming Simulator 15, it proves that it's the community that partially gives shape to the game. Hell, even I want to be a lumberjack now. Number 4. The modding community is very active. With games like these, it is important to have modding enabled within the game. The community gathered around Farming Simulator 15 is quite big, and you can see how important it is to the creators since they promote mods on their own website. Moreover, for some time now, there's an annual mod contest where you can submit your creations and win some amazing prizes. You can win stuff like graphics cards, dedicated servers, or t-shirts, but how about a custom simulator wheel dedicated to the game? Or a visit in the real tractor plant where you can see the details of the production process and you get a chance to ride a tractor on your own. Die-hard fans really love the idea behind this contest, and the developers can actually make it worth your while. It might be surprising to a lot of you, but many fans of the series actually say that this game is really relaxing after a long day at work. How come? Yeah, there are chores, you have a huge farm to manage and you actually need to be mindful of a number of small details, but it all boils down to one thing: being satisfied with your work while not having to put too much physical strength into it. Some fans even mention that they like it because they find farming fascinating, and since they're living in the big cities and they can't experience it on their own, This is the only way to find out what it's like to be responsible for so much important work. You won't suffer if you have a worse season, or you won't have to take huge loans to buy a new machine because your old one broke down. Well, maybe you will have to, but not in real life. And when everything's going fine, you get to sit at the steering wheel of the combine harvester while proudly admiring your well-treated fields. How is this not relaxing? So that's basically it. I would love to hear what are your reasons to play Farming Simulator 15. Thank you for watching, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more from GamePressure.com.